Hey guys, Carlos here with Variable Traders, and just want to go over the gappers list that we had this morning. This is frozen at 9 a.m. Eastern time, so this is the list we were working with this morning, and you can see how our entire watch list was made out of this list today. I mean, it was just a lot going on here, except for Box. Box was actually a ticker that one of the members on the YouTube channel mentioned, AJM, so he threw that out there. Box, or also GEX. I love the way Box was looking, so I added that on my list. But I want to show you guys something even more important today. I want to show you guys these levels, how important they are. So let's start with Box. So Box right over here, as you can see, we had a level right from here, a nice support that you can see some clear change in direction. We also have 1221 down here and 1155. Unfortunately, this one did not sell off. It didn't hit those levels, but it definitely sold up really nice above this 1279 level. So let's look at the action. So right here, it sells up nicely, comes back and retests the VWAP. I love seeing that type of strategy for opening range breakup. This is your range here on the 5-minute. Some people actually use the wicks. I like to use the bodies as well. I think it's a little more cleaner for me. But either way, on the pullback here, you get a beautiful pullback. Set your stop loss slightly below here. Here's your entry going 2 to 1, and you can see here how we have these levels already in our charts. We have the moving averages, we have the highs and lows from the last 2 trading days around that 1340, and we hit that right on the spot, and then it consolidates, right? Loses a little bit of momentum, but this stock is so strong, it continues to go up almost another $1. So this thing was down 7% this morning when we were looking at it, and today went red to green, up 2.3 for the day. So that was nice. Another one we had here was Ali. Ali was also very active, down quite a bit, down 25 this morning on the gappers list. And this thing was a beautiful open range breakdown. Check this out. So you have your nice 5-minute opening range here that's being created. You get this deep pullback all the way up to VWAP, so that's nice. On the way down, this is where you want to get your entry signal. Usually you're not going to catch the top, right? It's very difficult to do that. But on the way down, when you see the selling is still continuing, right? The buyers are being pushed out. This is where you want to get in. You set your stop loss slightly above VWAP. Usually VWAP gets tested again, so you don't want to set it right at the VWAP. But if depending on how far you are, you might want to set at the VWAP. But again, I like to set it slightly above it so you get a little cushion just in case it retests. You can see here it comes down to this level 55.98 that we have from our daily chart, and then straight down, guys, all the way down right to this 54.52. Now this 54.52, if we look at our daily, this is going back. We went real far to get this one here. I think even some years back, actually. I think we went to the daily chart. But again, we got that this morning, and you can see how clearly that comes and retests that 54.52 nicely before it bounces here. So again, just how important these levels are. And here on Ali, if you look at Norm's recap, it goes back up to this 55.98. He got in here, took a partial and got stopped out. And then as it retests this level and also this moving averages, he sees that is strong. He gets back long, and then he takes advantage of this full entire move. I mean, he took some out all the way at the top up here. So we see this quite often. We talk about it a lot in the pre-market show where we review our plays from the days before. You see this come over the VWAP, comes back down, retests the level, VWAP, moving averages, and then it does the move. I mean, I mention this a lot. We talk about this all the time, and Norm saw that today and took advantage of this great move here on Ali, so definitely check out his recap. ANF was another one. This one was setting up to look like a good, strong for a long, right? So it got a nice opening range breakup here. It comes back down to test the VWAP. So this was a good entry for a long. I got in long here for the crack of the high of the day. Unfortunately, it fails. Comes below the VWAP. I get stopped out, and my stop is right here. I'm using hard stops now, just trying to test something, a few things a little bit different. You saw hard stop. I'm out here completely, and then here starts looking great for a short. Once it loses the VWAP, if I was not in this trade here, I would have taken this a little sooner on this confirmation candle here. So we talk about this in class 4. It loses the VWAP, comes back up, retests the VWAP one more time. It cannot get above it. That's your signal for an entry to take advantage of this move towards the bottom. So on here you can see that again comes down. I got in here a little late. I was looking to get down to 14.17 was my 2 to 1 stop loss slightly above VWAP because I know it can come back and test that. Unfortunately, I got left a penny behind, literally a penny behind. Test my friends. I was like, you don't believe what just happened. I got left a penny behind this possible cover. But I had my range order set. I was not worried about it. Later on, around 15 minutes before the close, I took everything out for a still good profit at 14.39. So not bad, but Again, just a beautiful trade regardless. Look how this loses the VWAP and it just comes down nicely here. Next we have Best Buy. Best Buy also was nice, guys. A beautiful opening range breakdown on Best Buy. So let's zoom into here into the action. And again, most important, look how these levels are playing that we're finding every morning. So let me just zoom in here nicely. All right, so here Best Buy, you have your opening range breakdown. Here's the nice pullback right to the VWAP, right? That's what you want to see. Waiting for this pullback after 5 minutes is so important, guys. You're going to get a good entry, a good risk to reward. Say your stop loss slightly above VWAP, get in anywhere around this area. Obviously, you're not going to always catch the top, right? It's just very difficult to do. But anywhere in here, you're still going to have a great risk to reward, right? That's almost 2 to 1, and you're looking to get hopefully down to 61.75. You get about 25 cents away from that, so you don't quite hit it. It finds a base before it can get to this level. But look how it's testing this 62.97. Now this 62.97 we got back from a couple of days ago, right? Right here you can see the reversal around that same area, 62.97. So it hits on there. You can see how the price action throughout the day is testing that and heading back up to that 62.97. DG was nasty, nothing great about it. You can see it was very choppy. Volume seemed low. The price action wasn't nice. It is at all-time high and was actually a nice long for the entire day. But again, just didn't seem as clean as the other ones we had today. BURL, on the other hand, this one was very nice. Kind of a little extended. I don't like when it extends this much here. It just kind of seemed like it was going to just take off. It was also at all-time high, so you're going to want to be very careful of people taking profits. Comes back down and tests this VWAP nicely, guys. This is a great entry here for a pop right back up to the high of the day. It does just that, and then this candle will probably signal that, you know, you might want to be getting out or at least taking partials. But it doesn't fall off completely. It does come back and test the VWAP. Here you have a situation where it falls down, but again regains its support and strength, and it comes right back towards the high of the day, ending the day quite up 18%. And then next was NTNX. This one was a little bit wild. The price action was all over the place. But again, let's look at these levels, right? This one, you can see here how that 25.81 and that 24.64 plays such an important part. So how we got these levels? Let's go back over here. On the daily, you can see that 25.81. Just check this out. Whoop, that's too big. Let's make this a little smaller. Yep, here we go. So it's 25.81. You can see how that hits it right on the head, right? We're getting that from this daily chart, right? Going back and seeing, okay, where do we have levels of support and resistance? In the pre-market show, we found this clear level right on here. And then the 24.64, another level, you can see the support that is as it has been over the last couple of days as well. So right on here, again, support bouncing, and then support you can see has consolidating before it actually breaks down. So these levels play lovely. The way I traded this was a big indecision candle right at the open. A lot of traders like to see this candle, and what they like to do when they see the breakout, they want to go long or short depending on who's taking control of the price action. Here clearly the bulls took over control of the price action, and you can see head higher. I didn't take that trade, but when it came back down and it held the VWAP and it came right back up towards the high of the day, this was my signal for an entry. A little bit late. I wanted to get something a little more down in this area. I still kept my stop the same. My stop was at 24.53, right below the VWAP at this time. Here's the VWAP here. I went long, set my range order at the 25.81 as my target, and look how we hit that right on the dot, guys. So again, so that worked out pretty nice. Took a while to get going. Norm took several stabs on this as well. He was able to take a beautiful trade out of this, and a lot of members in the chat room as well. So congrats, guys, on having a great trading day. But just wanted to show you guys how clean these levels are and how important it is to look at the daily chart every morning, set your game plan, and have this daily level so you can plan your risk to reward accordingly. Take care, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern time as we prepare for the final day of the trading day this week.